Hey there, everyone. Hope you guys are off to a great start this morning. It is Friday. Specifically, today is Friday. So if you guys have that Monday through Friday work week, you're probably excited about the weekend. I'm rambling. So I don't know about you all, but this year just kind of started with like a specific couple of activities in place, like just to really seek the Lord and to really ask for some direction, for particular thing, but then also just in general, just like getting to know God more. And through that time, there have been some very difficult things that have been happening. I have for sure felt like very clearly like God's direction, and the key word has been wait, like waiting on the Lord and trusting Him to kind of takes care of some things. If you are a doer, if you are a fixer, anytime you read in the Bible, wait on the Lord, wait on the Lord, wait patiently on the Lord. It's probably a little difficult. It is for me, especially when you feel like there's something you could be doing to speed up the situation in your own understanding. So emotionally speaking, there have been ups and downs. Like there'll be times when like I'm really able to, not just spend time with God, but really feel that connection and just take a deep breath and rest in the waiting and be like, yeah, God, I'm totally waiting. Like you are working. I have no doubt. It doesn't matter what I see or don't see. Like I totally am trusting you. I feel it. Like I'm feeling it, I'm feeling your peace. I'm feeling the faith and the trust. And then there will be another moment or another day when I'm not feeling it. And when I doubt and I think, oh my gosh, am I doing the right thing? Like, should I be doing XYZ? Should I be reaching out? Should I be, doing something? And God has continually told me, wait, you have to wait, you have to trust me. And it was funny because today I woke up and I was feeling good. I was feeling a trust. I was feeling the faith, my emotions. And I caught myself, if you guys have been walking with God at all, or you've listened to hardly any amount of sermons, you probably have heard talks about, feelings versus faith. Like our emotions are up and down. I mean, our emotions are, especially us girls, our emotions are up and down many times a day, let alone from one day to the next. And so often we only want to follow what God's been telling us when we feel like it, when we feel like we understand what He's doing. And I caught myself this morning being like, okay, yeah, I'm feeling good, so that means that I'm doing the right thing or whatever. And I'm probably not explaining this very well, but the bottom line is that the more you get to know God and just to hear His voice, think about any relationship you have. How do you know the person, the friend, the spouse, the parent, brother, sister, whatever? How do you know that person? It's because you spend time with that person. You watch, you learn, you listen. And it's the same thing with God, so if you are in a fork in the road or something in your life, and you spend time with Him and you just get with the Word, or you get with Him, Him through His Word, and you really know that God's been telling you to do something, then your feelings are going to go up and down. There's going to be some days when you're like, oh God, I feel your presence. Like, even though I'm not seeing you working right this moment, like I trust you. I just know that it's going to be okay. But then there's going to be other moments when you're like, oh my gosh, this isn't going to work. Like, what am I doing? I'm ruining my life, all this kind of stuff. And that is so up and down. So my encouragement today, if I can finally spit it out, is when you know that God has spoken to you, and I hate to say but the bottom line is that you spend any time with God and you're going to know. Just stick with it. Stick with it. Stay faithful. Let Him do His thing. He wants to be your daddy. He wants to roll up His sleeves and work a miracle for you. And He wants to do things for you. And sometimes He wants you to just sit back and just relax and let Him do it, because there's stuff He has to do that you can't be a part of. And I'm sorry if that hurts your feelings. But just don't let the emotions dictate what you do or what you don't do. Don't let your emotions dictate your trust and your faith. Proverbs 3, 5, and 6 says, trust in the Lord with all your heart. Do not rely on your own understanding or your own ways of doing things. You know, if you acknowledge him in everything, he will direct your paths. And the awesome thing I love to fall back on is that, you know, if you think you heard from God and so you're being obedient in that, and maybe we miss the mark a little bit, he is so gracious and so loving and so patient. He's gonna get you where you need to be. Like, the more time you spend with him, if there is something that needs to be corrected a little bit, you'll know it. Like, he'll talk to you, he'll tell you. And so I guess just kind of the bottom line is that it's faith and trust over feelings. The feelings will come, the feelings will go. Eventually they'll catch up. But just speaking from someone who has circumvented God's design. I mean, I say that, but coming from someone who has, like, there's been so many times when it's like, God's told me to wait and I haven't waited and it has not turned out well. And so you know in your gut that if you're supposed to wait, you just need to wait. So whatever it is that God's been telling you, don't let the feelings get you off that track. Just stick to the truth. Don't move until God tells you to, because you'll know when he tells you to, or he might move and he'll bring it to your door. So anyway, just be encouraged with that. Check your feelings, check your emotions, and just keep praying. And just don't act out of impulse. Just be patient and let God tell you what to do. And I promise you won't be sorry. So be encouraged today and make it a great day.